Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to give you a disclaimer before we go any further in this video. I cannot test this experiment because I play the game not just every day, but other than like sleeping and eating and obviously doing my real job, I play this game more than anything else still. I cannot believe after playing this game for about 8 years that it still exists. I can't believe, I guess I should believe this part, but I still can't, that Kabam has plans for like 5-6 years down the road, allegedly. So they have no plans for this game to be dead anytime soon, which makes sense because they have so many employees who depend on this game and specifically the players who play this game for their own well-being and salaries at Kabam that they would not want to close their doors anytime soon. With that being said, I have done videos on this channel over the years. I don't think I did one in 2023, but in past years, I did videos on the legal patents that Kabam has legally acquired to determine the outcome of their crystals. This is not news to people who've played this game for years, but it might be news to people who haven't looked this up themselves. So, for example, I just used a bunch of 6 stones on a science 6-star champion. When I opened my science goal for more 6 stones, I opened like 30 class-based 6-star 6-stone crystals. I got every single class but science. But my favorite version of this is Awakening Gem crystals and Tier 4 class Catalyst crystals, of which the algorithm is literally created to give you the least class that you need. So, if you have the most of something, it gives you that the most. And when you have the least of something, it gives you that the least because it thinks that whatever class you're missing, let's say you've got every class is great but skill. You'll open 40 of these and you'll get a couple skill, but it'll probably be the least amount of class of any of the 6. And you might say, what the heck? It's like it knew I needed them and didn't give them to me. Well, yes, that's what the patent is designed for. The patent is also designed to curve your luck depending on past spending behavior. Now, when we covered that patent years ago on the channel for the first time, I think several people, including myself, assumed that that could mean that if you spent more on the game, you got better luck. But then people like the Crystal Opening Whale proved quickly that this was the opposite of the case. If you are somebody who is proven to spend thousands of dollars until you get the featured or sub-featured 5-star or 6-star or now 7-star champion, then why would the crystal want to give you that champion in the first 100 crystals when you're more likely to charge your credit card and make Kabam money for several other rounds? But what happens if you're a whale who happens to used to spend maybe a ton and then you completely go away? Then when you log in, a couple things happen. One, although this is not going to be the focus of this video, you get a welcome back to the contest compensation prize to try to get your feet back into the pool, your feet wet back into the temptation pool of the crystal experience. But more than that, your luck can be remarkably better than the posted public drop rates. And that is a somewhat lengthy intro into my man, Mr. Suave, who a couple years ago actually sponsored a apparel piece of clothing. I just had to pay, I think it was shipping and handling, for a really cool orange, and now my fiance wears it because it looks better on her, as most things do, wears it out. And so he decided, he just had a few units. I can't tell you why he decided to go for Gladiator Crystal. Had he asked me, I would have said, if you're going for a 2023 champion, it shouldn't be Gladiator. If you want Gladiator, that's fine, but just know he's getting buffed because he was so disappointing. So we're not even sure how good he's going to be yet, but whatever. He spends 300 units. I think he maybe didn't have much more than that. Actually, never mind. He had 9,000 units. So he had saved up quite a few units. Anyhow, gets back in, opens 1 crystal. What do you know? Even though the posted public drop rates are 0.3% in 1 crystal, he pulls the featured 7-star champion, Gladiator. Now, you can say this is just a coincidence, and if you want to believe that, that's fine. But this is like the third story that I've covered on this channel over the years of somebody who played the game for years, took a break, and then opened it. And I'm going to darken the screen to protect his private info, but he said, "Long time no speak, my friend. I've retired somewhat from the game. When 7 Stars came out, I got over, as Seaton likes to say, the clown fiesta. Hope you're well. Merry Christmas. I decided to jump back in MCOC and do a crystal, and I think I scored a jackpot. Is this normal when you retire? Kabam gives you the jackpot." When you retire, Kabam gives you the jackpot. He thinks so. I think it is just simply reinforcing their legal patent to curve past spinning behaviors to determine future outcomes. That's not to say if you spend every day you can't get good luck. It's not to say if you're a free-to-play player you can't get luck. But these things can be influenced depending on past spinning behavior. Else all accounts are in a different tier category that only Kabam knows about, similar to a non-Marvel casino, which has, you know, the whale elite accounts, the guppy accounts, and everything in between, which I used to be right in the middle. Now, because of the nature of my channel and also the nature of what Kabam wants people to spend, I think it would be definitely the upper spender. Not the whale, but closer to whale than free-to-play, that's for sure. All right, well, Mr. Suave, you provided some great data and some interesting things for us to talk about as a community today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your submission. Have a good one.